Hello everyone. So today we're gonna see about the complete Revit tutorial project for the beginners. So it's basically I'm gonna do the modeling of the one project. So it's a simple project. So I'm gonna explain throughout uh, all the process I'm gonna do in this project. So let's get into the video. So first, so this is the Revit interface. So if you're new to using the Revit software, so this is how the Revit interface start tab is looking. So first thing you have to go to so here. So we have an existing. If you want to open the existing model, you can open the existing model here, and you can open the new project and families. So about the family creation, I'm gonna make a different videos about how we're gonna uh, to the family creation. And first things, I'm gonna go to open a new template. So here you go to model, go to new. So Revit have a lot of templates. So so for the beginners, I'm gonna use the architectural template here because structural template we don't use structural template here because structural engineering will use a structural template. So I'm gonna use the architectural template here. Then click and OK. So first thing, I'm gonna set the unit. So for the units, I'm gonna use UN command. If you go to length, so it's already set in millimeters. I'm going to use the millimeters only here so that like, and also it's already in millimeters, so I don't want to add more decimals to that. So I'm going to make it into zero decimal place and click OK and OK, and that's it. So first thing, so this is how the Revit interface looks like. So this place is called property palette. So here, if you select one wall, it shows the properties of that element, thickness, dimension, all those things. And this is called the project process. So here you can see the floor plans, levels, site plan, ceiling plan, elevations, legends, schedules, sheets, all those things. And if you see on the top here, it's called the architecture ribbon. So each ribbon have architectural tab, structural tab, steel, precast, system, insert, annotate, all those things. And each tab have a walls, doors, each tab have a wall component, door, windows, and other components. You can just uh, like a furniture, you can just download it from the all in. If you are beginner or else like if you are advanced, like I'm gonna make a separate video for the model creation. So I'm gonna do that lately. So the structure tab have a beams, walls, columns. It's basically have all the structural elements of the building and scale. So about how the rebar is working, all those things we can see the plates, bowls. So and precast have a reinforcement and systems. So system basically have a HVAC system, plumbing fixtures, sprinklers, electrical elements, all those component. And if you go to insert tab, you can see like you can link the other Revit project into the current project, and you can link the topography, link the CAD, and you can link the PDF file, and also you can import the PDF and import the CAD file as well, and you can load the families using this insert tab, and you can also import the images to the Revit using this insert tab. And next thing, going to see annotate. So annotate is basically like annotate the floor plans, elevation sections. So here you can just like dimensions, text, elevations, and then you can just add the hatches, all those things. And so basically you have a tags, room tag, duct, all those things. And if you go to massing, with massing basically have a topography of the site. So you can just and can make the topography of the site plan, and also you can make the roof, wall, all those things. and collaborate tab. You can like if you're an architect, if you're doing the model in architectural templates, so basically the structural engineer will do the structural part. So you can just collaborate with the structural engineer through the cloud. So if you're using you're working on one architectural project. So basically the structural engineer also can access the file, and uh, also they can edit the model by adding the structural elements, and also the calculation, all those things the structural engineer will do. And also if you come to mechanical, like HVAC system and all the electrical lines, the mechanical engineer will do the mechanical part. And if you go to view, so basically the view tab have all the uh, rendering on sections, 3D views, drafting view sheets, so all those things. So so now we get into the modeling of the building. So first thing, I'm going to add the levels for the building. So in this project, you see, if you go to the project browser, go to elevation, I'm going to use south elevation. So it's already in 4000. So it's like Revit have like a standard two level format. So I'm going to add the more levels to this. So for that, I'm going to go to architecture tab and go to level on the right corner, or else you can click LL, and I'm going to I'm gonna draw one more level here. So basically, this is the ground floor level. I'm going to edit the ground floor level. I'm going to rename it ground floor level. Enter. And this is first floor. Roof level. So I'm going to change the circle to this side. So I'm going to uncheck this side. I'm going to check here. And also I'm going to extend this line. So if you click here, you can just extend the level lines here. So if you see, so this is how we're going to make the levels. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ground floor plan. So for the ground floor plan, I'm going to draw the grid. So if you go to the right hand side of the Revit interface here, you can see the grid. So I'm going to draw one grid here, more here, more here. So I'm going to paste it. So if you want to change the distance between this grid to this grid, what can you do? Like you just click the line you want to change the distance. So you can click here and then go to here, and you can change to I'm gonna make it to 7,000 or 1 to 6,000 maybe. Enter. So I'm gonna make this one as 6,000 as well, and I'm gonna draw the vertical grid as well. So I'm gonna go to grid, more here, more here, more here, and over here as well. So I'm gonna change this distance to 3000 mm, enter, and also I'm gonna change this distance to 3000 mm as well, and also I'm gonna draw one more. This one I'm gonna make it to 6000 or else maybe 4000. Now I'm gonna change this to 2000. So basically, and this one to 3000. And I'm gonna add one more grid. So if you see, and one more thing, like if you want, if you see, I'm gonna draw the vertical grid. So for the vertical grid, it named as a 1, 2, 3. So if you want to change the horizontal grid to uh, any alphabet, just double click and change it to A. So if you go to modify tab, match property, click here. So it's already in the same property. So I'm gonna change it to B, C, D, and E. Enter. So now you see we draw the levels and the grid floor plan. So the next thing I'm gonna draw the walls. So for the walls, I'm going to architectural tab and go to walls, or else you can use WA for shortcut. I'm gonna click architecture wall. So Revit already have some walls. So, but if you see, this all the walls are so like complicated ones. So I don't want to confuse you guys. So I'm gonna make the new wall here. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna can just right click. So come here. So I'm going to edit the wall. So for this project, I'm gonna use only two type of wall. So one is for the exterior wall and the other one is the interior wall. For the exterior wall, I'm gonna duplicate this wall, name it as the exterior wall, and I'm gonna make the dimension as well 300 mm. So and then you have to edit the width of the wall. So for that, I'm going to go to structure, go see here, edit, and I'm gonna make this as 300. Uh, I'm gonna do one more thing. Like if I'm gonna insert to finish the show here, you see the function of the structure. I'm gonna make it as a finish one, and there is one more here. I'm gonna make it as a finish two. And if you click here, I'm gonna take this finish to down so that the central part will be the main one and the finishers and the outer. For the exterior, if you see the exterior side shows here and interior side shows here. For the exterior finish, I'm gonna make the 3000 now. So I'm gonna change it to 290, and I'm gonna thickness of the finish is 5, and interior is 5 as well. So for the exterior finish, I'm gonna so you see you click the finish. You can in the next to the function you can see the material. So you can add the material for that particular layer. So I'm gonna use the plaster. plaster, plaster. Okay, so now we see it's plaster and the interior finish. What is the plaster again? And I'm gonna change the material to brick instead of concrete, common brick. Okay, so once we set all those things, just click OK. And next thing, you have to click apply and OK. So if you see, you created one new wall for your project. So I'm going to use this wall for a project. So the first thing, I'm going to draw the wall using the center line. So it's automatically draw the wall using center line. So one here, here. I'm going to just marking that here, 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 here. So this is my outer boundary of the building, exterior wall. So next thing, I'm gonna use the interior wall. For the interior wall, I'm gonna create the one wall, same like the exterior one. So I'm gonna edit the same wall. I'm gonna duplicate this. If you don't duplicate, no. So yeah, if you like, if you're using the same wall and if you want to change some width of the wall, so it automatically change to the other walls it's already built. So make sure every time if you doing some project you're using the wall, just duplicate it and then rename it for your project. So I'm gonna interior wall. I'm gonna make it to 150 mm. Click OK. I'm gonna edit the. So for the interior wall, I don't want to add the plasters or like I'm gonna use the plasters. So anyway, so I'm gonna change the thickness to 140 so that 140 mm, 5 mm, and then OK, and then apply and OK. So I'm gonna use this wall for interior partitions. So here I'm gonna draw one wall, and here I'm gonna draw one wall, and here I'm gonna draw one wall as well. So I'm gonna move this wall to here, to here. Oh, sorry. So why if I'm moving this wall, it automatically move this wall as well because it's connected to the center line. So now for that I'm just gonna leave it like this. I don't want to make you guys complicated. So you see. So I'm gonna make this one as the living room and this one as the kitchen and this one as the bedroom and so toilet as well. So the next thing I'm gonna add, I'm gonna do the other floor as well. So for that I'm gonna go to first floor. So if we see the first thing is if you go to ground floor, I'm gonna make the wall into the level. So if you see if you go to project palette, you can see the location of the wall. It's in center line and the base constraint is ground floor because the wall is in the base in ground floor, and the offset, I don't want to offset the wall now, so I'm gonna leave it to 0. And the top constraints meet what level the wall need to be finished. So for the ground floor wall, it shows unconnector. I'm gonna make it to first floor and apply. So it automatically restrict the wall to first floor. So we see this wall top constraint is first floor. We see this wall is unconnected. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click this wall. I'm gonna go to modify, and if you see, this is called match property. With this, click the wall and match property to the match property here, 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 and here. So I'm gonna do the same thing for the interior wall as well. I'm gonna change it to first floor. I'm gonna click the match property. Click this wall first. I'm gonna click this one, this one, this one. So if you see all the wall, it's in first floor. So if you go to the top of the Revit interface, you can see the 3D default 3D view. You just click the 3D view so that you can see how it's gonna be in the 3D. So the next thing, so I'm gonna go into ground floor again. So see, this is the ground floor layout. So I'm gonna do the first floor layout as well. So I'm going to first floor now. So if you see, you can see the oval, like the bottom layer of the wall, the ground floor. So you can change those wall because it's in different level. So you can just see the wall, but you can draw the wall. So I'm gonna draw the exterior wall for the first floor. I'm gonna use the same thing. I'm gonna use the exterior wall 300 mm. So I'm just drawing the basic walls. So now I draw the exterior walls. So for the first floor, I'm gonna do for the first floor, I'm gonna do like the same. I'm gonna add one bedroom here and bedroom here and some corridor space here, and I'm gonna add one balcony here. So for the balcony, maybe I'm gonna delete this wall. I'm gonna draw the exterior wall here, maybe. And then go to here. You can see the thickness of the wall here with the line weight. So for that, you can just go here and click the thick lines, click it here. So now you can see how the wall it's look like. So I'm gonna, or else I'm do one thing like I'll show you how to use the trim. So go to modify, go to trim. Next time I'm gonna trim this wall. I'm gonna trim this wall. So now you see you draw the wall. So next thing I'm gonna do is the interior walls for the first floor. I'm gonna use the architectural tab and go to interior walls. I'm gonna draw the interior wall in the same pattern. Why I'm drawing the wall on the same ground floor? Okay, so now I've drawn the first floor level as well. So now if you see, I've drawn the levels, sorry, walls. So if you see, this is also one connector. So this one, the first floor plan, the base constraint for the first floor walls, and I'm going to limit the wall top constraints to roof level, and I'm going to click apply. So I'm going to same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to click this. I'm going to modify match property. Click this wall, this wall, this wall, this wall, this one, this one. So for the interior walls, I'm going to change it to top constraint to roof level. Apply. I'm going to match property here and here. So now we have done the walls. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to ground floor plan. The next thing I'm going to draw the floor for the building layer. So for that, I'm going to go to architecture tab and go to floors. I'm going to use the floor architecture. We see, we click the floor, so it shows the it have already have a basic flow, like the inbuilt floor element. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click one of the floors. I'm not going to edit it for my building. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate to project one. Sorry, floor. So I'm gonna make it to 150 mm and click OK and edit this. And I don't want the extra structure, so you can just click here. It shows the arrow mark, and then you can click edit, delete. I'm gonna change this to 150. And okay, apply. Okay, I'm gonna retain this to the same concrete finish. So click this one. So if you click this one, it shows the boundary line. So you have to draw the wall. So for that, you want to draw the flow, can just draw. And for that, it's easy for you guys, whatever if you want. So I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use the pick line here. I'm gonna pick this one, here, 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 and here. So now I'm gonna click OK. Now you see we I'm gonna go into 3D view. You see the flow in the bottom. So I'm gonna do the same thing for the first floor as well. Go to first floor. For the first floor layout, I'm gonna draw the same flow. I'm gonna do the pick lines here, here. So here we're gonna draw the uh, balcony. So the floor need to be extended. I'm gonna draw here, and also I'm gonna use the boundary line. I'm gonna draw the floor outline because in this area I'm gonna use it as a porch area for the building. I'm gonna draw it here. Here, and I'm gonna use a pick line here. And here. Now if you see, I'm gonna click OK. See, oh, miss one line. So If you didn't complete the boundary enclosed, so Revit won't make floor slab for you. So I'm going to do closing properly and click OK. And it asking like, would you like to attach the walls to the floor or to the solid? So yes, I want to attach. So attach. Now if you see, goes to 3D view, you can see the building outline. So I'm gonna go to ground floor now. So the next thing, so we finished the floor slabs. So next thing I'm gonna add the doors and windows for the building. For that, I'm gonna go to architecture tab. Do so for the entrance, I'm gonna use the double door. So I'm gonna use the this double door and I'm gonna place it. I'm gonna place it here. And the next thing, I'm gonna add the interior doors. For that, I'm gonna go to architecture tab again. Do and I'm gonna use the 18 mm or I'm gonna use the 19 mm doors. So, so if you want to change the orientation of the door, you just click the door and then you can click here. It will automatically change the door opening. And if you want to open the door in this way, you can just click here. It automatically go there. So all the interior doors, I'm gonna go use it like this. So I'm gonna use the same thing here. Uh, for the kitchen, I don't want any doors, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna extend the wall here and leave it like this. So you see, so the main doors I'm gonna use. So one door here, one door here, and I'm gonna draw one more door here for the outdoor. So for that same thing, I'm gonna go to the door. I'm gonna use the 1010 mm door, no per outputs for the exterior garden area. So I'm gonna draw the doors for the first floor as well. So I'm gonna do the same 19 mm door for the bedroom. I'm gonna change the orientation to that side, and I'm gonna draw one more door here. So now we place the doors. The next thing I'm gonna use the window. For that I'm gonna go to ground floor plan and go to windows. So basically we have some inbuilt windows. So I'm gonna use the inbuilt windows for that. So I'm gonna use that sized window. I'm gonna place this window here for the bedroom and one more here. And I want to use the one more window here as well for the front elevation. I'm gonna do one thing for that. So I'm gonna go into first floor plan and I'm gonna use the same type of window for the first floor as well. So this is a bedroom, another bedroom here and here. Same here. I'll do one thing, like I'm gonna make edit this floor plan for the first floor because like I don't want to connect the balcony to this floor. So for that I'm gonna click this and then I'm gonna edit the boundary. So I'm gonna add one more here and here. I'm gonna delete this one, and this one I'm gonna trim and click OK and attach. So I'm going to 3D view. So if we see, so next thing I'm gonna do ground floor again. So we forgot to add the bathroom. So in ground floor we have inside bathroom, but in top floor we don't have any. So I'm gonna add one. I'm gonna add both institute. So I'm gonna draw the one more interior walls here. One more here. And also I'm gonna extend this one as well a little bit. So we see we finished all the windows and doors. So next thing I'm going to go to the ground floor plan. I'm gonna draw the staircase to access the first floor. For that I'm gonna use the dog-leg staircase. So you just go there. I can you click. So for that I'm gonna if you go to vertical graph, we see there is a staircase option. So if you want to draw the staircase, there is options called straight staircase, circular spiral staircase, central staircase, L-shaped staircase, U-shaped staircase, or else if you want to draw the stair- staircase on your own, you can just draw staircase whatever shapes you want. So, but this building I'm gonna use the U-shaped staircase. So I'm gonna place the staircase here, and I'm gonna rotate this, and I'm gonna place it here, in the corner. And here, if we go to the this icon, I don't want to make it fine, so I'm gonna make it coarse for right now, so that it's easy for me to. And also, I don't want any to go to 3D. So we already made the first floor, so you can't see now. So I'm going to ground floor again. I'm gonna delete the railings of this staircase and also for the behind one, and this one as well, and this one as well. I'm gonna attach to the wall and click OK. So if you go to a 3D view, so you can see the slope. You can see the staircase here because the floor is fully covered. So for that, I'm going to first floor plan, and I'm gonna cut the. I'm gonna open the this floor so that for the staircase. So and I'm gonna click floor. I'm gonna edit boundary. I'm gonna draw and one more here. Entrance and here and click OK and attach. So if you go to 3D, you can see the staircase. So this U-shaped staircase, but if you want to use different kind of staircase like the dog-leg staircase, you can add it. But for the beginners, I don't want to make it complicated. So for some, I'm gonna make a lot of videos about the staircase, how to draw the staircase, and do it later for that. So this wall is a little bit high, so I want to change the level of this wall. So and this one as well. You can change the height of the wall by adding the time or adding the measurement. So now if we see for the complete floors with walls, doors, and windows. So the next thing I'm going to go to the ground floor again. So I'm going to add some more windows here. I'm going to do window here. Let's forget to add one window here for the kitchen. You can change the windows still height, but for if you see this window is in 900 still height, but if you want to add lesser height windows here, here, because kitchen cabinet almost 1 meter height from the floor level. So I'm going to change the sill height for this window, change to 1000. And also for this one, I'm going to change to 1000 and apply. So I'm going to do the same thing for the first floor as well. I'm going to add one more window, not just the bigger window. And I'm going to add doors as well for the bathroom. I'm going to use the smaller doors. You can remove the door by the like using the arrow key. I'm gonna make it bigger. Even for this one, I'm gonna make it bigger. So you see, we almost finished the ground floor and first floor with floor plans, with floors, doors, windows, walls, all those things. So next thing I'm gonna add the railing for the staircase and also for the balcony area. For that, I'm going to go to architectural tab. We see there's a railing option. You can sketch the path. So I'm gonna draw one railing here for the first floor staircase and click OK. And also for the balcony, I'm going to draw. For the railing, we have a lot of options, but I'm going to use the standard one for this one. I'm going to do a lot of tutorials about the railings in future, so I don't want to confuse you guys now. So click OK. Sorry, I forgot to connect this one. And click OK. So railing for the balcony is also done. So next thing, also going to add the door for the balcony. For that, I'm going to use the same door. I'm going to do. I'm going to use the smaller size door. I'm going to open it inwards. And also I want to add one window as well. I think I'm going to extend this. I'm going to reduce the. So if we see, we almost finished all those things. So next thing I'm going to use is I'm going to go to from floor plan and I'm going to play and name the area. So for that, go to architecture tab and go to room. So this one is bedroom and this one is living area. So if you see, this room is not closed. So for that, it will calculate this area into the single area. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to add the room tag this one on. So for that, go to architectural tab, go to room separator and add on single line to close that area. I don't know if you see, it restrict the area limit to only to the living area. And I'm gonna add one more room tag for this one as well. So next thing I'm going to first do same thing I'm gonna do living room, bedroom, WC, another insert here as well. So now we're gonna rename all those things. Double click on the room tab and change the room to bedroom one. Sorry, bedroom three, bedroom 2, sorry, there's a ground floor one, forgot that. So bedroom 1 is kitchen, first floor, bedroom 2, bedroom 3. Nothing is the name of the insert toilet. This also insert. So I'm gonna make all those to insert. Mm, this living area 2. For the ground floor as well, I'm gonna change to living area 1. Insert. Enter. I forgot to add photo for the this bathroom. And add this. You can just arrange it to the center. So and also if you want to color the room area, what you can do, go to architectural tab, sorry, go to annotate tab, and click the room. So if you go to annotate, you can see the color fill legends. So click the color fill legend and just place it on the side. And then if you want to color the space by name or what space you want to color, you just change it. I'm going to place it as a room and I want to color it by room name. So click the room name and OK. So it automatically allocate the colors for the room. So go to first floor, one of the same thing, annotate color fill. I'm gonna click the color legend here, room, room by name. Okay, see, okay. So I'm going to 3D plan. I see this the whole building. So balcony area, front porch area, behind the building. You can see. So I'm gonna do one thing. So I'm gonna show how to add the curtain walls. So for that, I'm gonna delete this whole wall and go to architecture tab, wall, go to curtain wall, exterior glazing, and I'm gonna draw one curtain wall here. I extend this wall to here. I'm going to show in 3D. I want to change the height of the glazing to first floor and apply. And also, if you want to edit the curtain wall, you can just go to curtain wall edit. You can arrange the space. And if you want vertical mullions, you can add the vertical mullions. I want the 50 mm radius vertical mullions or square one. You want rectangle one maybe. And click apply. Also, I want the border mullion as well. And I use the same, or else I'm going to use the 30 mm square for this. Apply. And also for the border, I want the 30 mm square mullion. Apply. Interior type, I'm going to use the 30 mm square one. Apply. In for the horizontal mullion, I'm going to use the 30 mm square as well. Even for this one, I'm going to use the 30 mm. Even for this one, I'm going to use the 30 mm. Apply and OK. And I want to remove this first flow bar as well. I want to go to the clear go to ground floor, go to 3, and then you can just I'm gonna make the top constraints to 7,500. Oh, you can go to east elevation or north elevation. You can arrange, you can level the height of the. So I'm going to 3D. And also, I don't want this. I don't want this flow slab to attach to the curtain wall. So that I'm going to for floor plan. I'm gonna cut the profile of the boundary. So I'm going to use. So I want to finish the flow slab to this level. And I want to connect it to here. Delete this one. Delete this one. And click OK. Forgot to connect this one here and OK. Attach. So if you go to 3D view, you can see, and also I want the railing for this one as well. For that, I'm gonna draw the railing. Go to first floor plan. I'm gonna draw the railing. For that, I'm going to architecture tab, same railing. And click OK. Into 3D. So as you see, we have a railing as well. If you if you see the going to constant colors, you can see the whole building view. And also, I think it's better to have a windows in the front of here. So for that, I'm going to go into flow. I'm going to add two more windows here. Or if you want to change the distance of the window, you can click the window and then can click 1000 mm or maybe 600 mm from this wall window. And also I want to change the distance to 1000 here as well. Enter. If you go to 3D view, you can see the whole building. So next thing I'm gonna do is roof roof for this whole. So for that, I'm gonna draw the roof. I'm gonna go to first floor, and then I'm gonna draw the roof layout. I'm gonna use the slope roof for this project. So go to architecture tab, go to roof. We can draw the roof by extrusion or a footprint. I'm gonna draw it using footprint, and I'm gonna use the pick lines. Also, I want the offset the roof to 150 mm or maybe 300 mm. I think 600 is better because like I don't want to give a shading to the window, so I'm gonna click offset center, and then I'm gonna offset to here, 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 here. I'm gonna connect this to, and also I don't want to, I don't want slope on this area, so I'm just click here and define slope. I'm gonna uncheck this. So if you see, this is how it's look. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do one thing like I'm gonna extern, or no, I'm gonna leave it like that. So I'm gonna click OK. Save project. Project one. So it's better, guys. Save the project every time. And we go to 3D. So basically, the roof is drawn in the first floor. That's why it shows here. So I'm gonna change the base level to roof level. And click apply. Now if you see the roof, and also I'm gonna change the thickness of the roof. So I'm gonna change it to generic 125. And also I'm gonna, if you want to edit the uh, roof structure, just click the roof and go to edit. And go to edit as well. So I want to add the finish to the roof. I'm gonna add one. Want to insert one finish. Go to finish. Um, I'm gonna use the tile, metal tiles. What else? Tiles. Ceiling tile. I'm gonna use the roof tile. I'm gonna change it to metal, so it's already in metal. And if you can change the graphics of the materials you want to use, I'm gonna go to graphics. I'm gonna change the color to dark gray. Click OK. Apply. OK. Always click apply and then OK. And also click OK here as well. So here we didn't give any thickness. I'm gonna click thickness 20 mm maybe, or else like I'm gonna give a 10 mm. Now I'm gonna 20 and click OK. and apply and OK. So we can see the now if you see the roof is not attached to the wall. So for that, what you can do is click the roof, delete footprint, go to first floor, or go to roof level. And also you can change the slope of the roof by click edit the boundary and click the line you want to slope. I'm gonna change the slope to 40. And also you want the roof extended a bit more. So I'm gonna move this roof and okay, go to 3D. You can see the whole building and now it's over extended. So if you see this wall is not attached to the roof. For that, what you can do, just click the wall and attach. You see, if you click the wall, it automatically shows attached to top or attached to base. So I'm gonna attach to top. Click the top, so it automatically attached to the roof. Same, you can just click this wall as well and attach to top. Just click the base. And same for this one as well. Click the wall, attach to top, and click the roof. Same this one as well. I want to attach. I'll do the same process. Now if we see our building is almost ready. So next thing I'm going to ground floor plan. I'm gonna add some column to the porch area. So for that I'm going to architectural tab column. I'm gonna use the architectural column. I'm gonna use the square one, maybe 600 by 600. I'm gonna use only one and I'm going to in the 3D. I wanna move it a little bit. So go to first floor plan. So now if you see, we will draw the simple plan. So here, what we're gonna do now. So basically, like if you're doing the construction plan, we go to annotate tab to annotate the whole structures, the whole plan. So I'm going to go to annotate tab. I'm going to use the dimension, or else you can use DI. So I'm gonna and I'm gonna annotate give the dimension to the walls by using wall faces. You can change the wall faces here. Just add the points and then click the end point and then just drag it to here. You can just also same. I'm going to follow the same thing. Left click, again left click, drag, again left click. Same thing here as well. Here, here, here. Same here as well. Gonna length of the curtain wall, length of this wall, I'm gonna mark out the dimensions. You can just click the dimension and move, place it here. So this is how we draw the basic flow model. I'm going to go to the first floor plan. I'm going to go to 3D again. So you can see the wash area now. So you go to you go to elevation. You can see the elevation of the site. You can see the north elevation. I think I'm going to edit the roof because it's overhang float. So I'm going to change it to again 600. Enter. Okay. And also you can also first floor. And also, if you want to add some furniture to the project, we can go to our Twitter tab, go to components, and we see there is an option called place the component. You can click that. So Revit already have some inbuilt components. You can just add that components to a project. So I'm gonna click the some furniture. Maybe I can add some student furniture to this room. And so basically, you can download the components as well. From so there is a lot of websites for the Revit family, inbuilt family, so that you can download the components from there. You can add sofa, bed, and kitchen cabinet. And if you want to create new families for your specific project, I'm gonna make a lot of family creation tutorial as well in coming weeks. So I'm gonna do that later. So and next thing I'm gonna show how to take a section of the building. So for that you can go to Revit interface. We can see that this area. If you go there, you can see there is option called section. You just click that. I'm gonna take a section to staircase. I'm gonna take the second. I'm gonna do more section to vertically. If you see, you go to section, you can click the plus icon. You can see two sections. So this is how the section look like. And one the section to this way. You can see the walls, balcony area, bedroom, all those things. We don't want to attach this wall to interior wall to a building. You can just click that wall and you can just the wall and detach, and then you can just change to roof level and apply. So this is how the basic beginner tutorial for the project. There's a lot of detailed things you have to do for the intermediate level, but I don't want to do that now because like it's easy, but like for the beginners, I don't want to push all those things in the single video. So I hope you guys enjoy the video by making your project by adding basic windows, doors, basic floors, roof, all those things. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and like in next video, I'm gonna make a lot of tutorials individually on family creation and other those things. So please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.